Hello, I am Arman Khodaei, an individual on the autism spectrum. If you're like me, making friends is probably a challenge, or has been a challenge. For me, it's been a challenge since before, I know, in elementary school, middle school. I was super quiet, didn't have any friends, and I was really afraid of people. So if you're like me, you're afraid of people, afraid to talk to people, afraid to make friends. So how did I overcome that? It's a long process, and I'm going to share with you the secrets to making friends. The first thing we have to think about are, what are the obstacles that prevent someone from making friends? For me, and most likely you, I think pretty much anyone in the world, well, the biggest obstacle for anything in life is fear. Fear is the number one obstacle. So the question is, how do we overcome that fear? Another obstacle to making friends, if you have autism or Asperger's, is social skills. Sometimes we don't have the proper social skills. People get offended, they think we're weird, and that's something that one has to constantly work on. Get feedback, find people that are honest with, that can be honest with you, etc. Here's the secret about making friends as far as the fear aspect. Most people don't care. You know, we worry about they're going to judge us, or they're going to hate us, or they're going to get offended. Most people will forget about us the next second. You know, we might be more like an acquaintance. You know, we might make a good friend here and there, but having one or two good friendships is far the most that we can expect. It is hard to really go beyond that. So for most people, we're an acquaintance. They're not going to care. They're going to forget about us. They have other problems in their life. They have to worry about their bills. They have to worry about what they're going to eat for dinner. They have to worry about what they're going to do tomorrow. You know, we are not on the top priority list for most people. That's actually good news. That means that as far as the fear aspect goes, we can go and talk to someone, and that should not be an issue. Maybe someone will be a jerk. Okay, fine, that's that person's problem. You know, there are jerks there, or someone might get, someone might think we're a little bit weird. So what do? Well, we start talking to people. But before that, if you have issues with your social skills, which, I mean, chances are you might have some social skills issues, you might not. Most people, I know I had some social skills issues. I know a lot of people in my group have, things they need to work on social skills wise. All of us pretty much do if we have autism or Asperger's syndrome. The thing is that you need to work on improving yourself. For yourself. Not for anyone else, not to, what I'm not saying is, don't try to be like someone just to get someone to like you. I'm saying, though, to work on, improve yourself so that you're happy with yourself, so that you are more true to yourself. But that means dressing better. It means, wearing deodorant if you don't do that, because that's going to be a turn off to people. It means working on your social skills. It means reading books on improving social skills. It means getting feedback from family members or someone along the way who does become your friend. Ask them for feedback. And if you really put yourself out there, you will make friends along the way. Some of these friendships will be artificial at first. It's just you talking to people, and then it's about finding that right mixture, the right connection of people. And it takes time. It's not going to be an overnight thing, bam, you have friends. But, so the thing is, work on yourself, improve yourself, put a constant effort on improving yourself, face your fear, talk to people. And that's really what I did. I faced my fears, I talked to people, and I worked on improving myself. I took interpersonal communication class. You don't need to do that. You can read books. There are lots of books on making friends, on dating, on all these sort of things that are socially related that all kind of tie in together. Your posture, your attitude, what you wear, like I said earlier. All these tie in. If you have a good posture, if you're upright, if you look confident to people, that shows that, hey, this is a cool guy. Can put people at ease. I mean, these are like social skills things, kind of, in a way. Well, your clothing, that's something you can work on. This is kind of a bit, it's a bit wrinkled, not my greatest clothing. I could actually be improved, but if you wear clothing that, like, I don't know, get someone's input on clothing, please. That'll make a huge difference. The next thing is, now you've worked on improving yourself, you now have to find places to meet people. Where do you find places to meet people? Well, if you're at school, you find clubs at school. Or you talk to someone when you're waiting for a class to start. Or you try to sit down with someone at lunch. Or say, hey, I saw you in class, can I sit down with you? You should try to strike up a conversation. You might be a bit nervous at first, but remember, most people don't care. They're going to forget about you anyway, or they might think about you casually, but they have other things on their mind. Like, watching whatever TV show is going to be on that night. Trust me, people have more important things on their mind than you. You're not the center of the universe. That's a good thing though, because it means you don't have to be as afraid. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm repeating myself because it's an important point that you need to realize. It does not have to dictate your life. It does dictate your life probably, but it does not have to. It's something that you can move past. And no one can do it for you. You're the only one that can move past it. You can read all these books, you can watch all these videos, but at the end of the day, you are responsible for your success. What else can you do? Let's say you're not at school. You're at work, you can talk to your coworkers during lunch. Strike up a conversation with them. Boom. Over time, they might become your friends. They might not. They might just be acquaintances. What else? You can go on meetup.com or find other places to meet people. Find groups that sound interesting. Video game clubs, hiking clubs. Maybe nothing sounds interesting. Just go to something. Maybe you don't even like reading. Go to a book club. Just branch out. Try things you don't like if you want to meet people. Go there. Try to talk to people. You might, just talk to people for practice. Even if you don't like the people, just talk to them. Say, I practice talking to people. Especially if you don't like them. If they're not really the type of people that you want to hang around with, just talk to them so you get experience improving your social skills. So, and here's my advice. You're a parent, you're a teacher, you're someone that's watching this video because you want to help someone's life. How do you help that person make friends? Talk about my group. In my group, what I do is I try to make sure that everyone is included. I try to introduce everyone on a constant basis. I remember everyone's names. I constantly refer to people by their names. Try to get people to constantly refer to everyone by their names. I try to make sure that everyone is interacting with everyone. I try to make it as inclusive as possible. It doesn't always work out in the end. Some people are left out, but I really try to make it inclusive. So the goal is to try to include everyone. So a lot of groups, you go to a group and people will just they already have their friendships made. They're talking to everyone. I try to get everyone together. I try to make people that are new. I try to build friendships. Say, hey, this person likes this. This person's in these type of movies. This person's into My Little Pony. This person's into Pokemon. I try to find what people like. I say, hey, this person likes that. So I try to match interest. So if you're a teacher, match interest. Make sure that everyone's included. Or you're trying to start your own group. The goal is inclusion. That's one way that you can also help other people on the autism spectrum make friends. What does this all boil down to? Well, if you're on a spectrum or you're starting up your own group, whatever, don't expect immediate results. It's not going to happen overnight. Maybe you'll find a great friend overnight. One day you go to a group and boom, you find a great friend. You guys become great buddies. You start doing things together. Voila. Don't expect that. It could happen, but don't expect that. Expect it to take time. Expect that you're going to have to talk to a lot of different people, etc. And don't give up. Just keep going. Don't give up. So with that said, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. Please ask questions so I can answer them. I'm sure that there's a lot of questions. I'm sure there's a lot that I haven't covered because, hey, this is just a video. People have written entire books on the subject matter, on how to make friends. Leave comments, leave questions, share this video. If you find it helpful, share this video. I thank you very much. Also, subscribe. If you love my video, subscribe and share. So I thank you. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day of awesomeness. I wish you the best, and I hope that you find success and happiness, and that this video is very helpful to you, and that if you want to make friends, that this video has helped you in some way to achieve that goal. Thank you, and have an awesome day of awesomeness.